ongoing feud between the uncle and the nephew, at stake the future of NCP and of course the politics of Maharashtra. Yesterday possibly was round one when both the sides sat down and there was head counting of the MLAs. Ajit Pawar scored in round one. Today, round two, the battle has reached Delhi and at the doorsteps of the Election Commission. Ajit Pawar's camp, which said that on 30th they removed Sharad Pawar, in a show of strength, Sharad Pawar today in the national capital, along with Supriya Sule and few other leaders of the party, called the national executive meeting of the party. In that meeting, Sharad Pawar asserted that he is the president and also expelled 12 people from the NCP. That included his nephew Ajit Pawar, 3 MPs and one more person. Now overall, ladies and gentlemen, both sides have been claiming that they have the ownership as far as the party is concerned. As soon as Mr. Sharad Pawar spoke about this, in fact, and he came out and he said, I may be 82 or even 92 in some time, but I am still effective. And this battle, which has now gone to the court or at least at the doorstep of the Election Commission, multiple layers. One layer, of course, the Election Commission. The other, disqualification of the 9 MLAs who have joined, in fact, the Shinde government. Their disqualification petition at the Speaker. And then, of course, for the battle in the people, it will be both the leaders hitting the ground. Mr. Sharad Pawar says that he is very soon going to be going to the people. He doesn't care about the symbol. He has fought many such battles. Let's first listen in to what the Sharad Pawar camp said, firing the salvos today, very, very personal as well, against Ajit Pawar.
अजीत पवार को नेशनल प्रेसिडेंट नियुक्त किया है 30 तारीख को।
किसी ने कुछ कहा मुझे मालूम नहीं। अब तो मुझे एक बात पक्की है कि राष्ट्रवादी कांग्रेस पार्टी का मैं प्रेसिडेंट हूँ। दूसरा किसी ने अपने नाम पर स्टेटमेंट दे दिया, कुछ बात कही, तो बात कह सकते हैं, इसमें कोई इम्पोर्टेंस नहीं, कोई सच्चाई नहीं है।
अजीत पवार ने आप पर पर्सनल अटैक करके आपकी उम्र पर सवाल उठाया है, चाहे आप इस्तीफा देते हैं फिर इस्तीफा वापस ले लेते हैं। शरद पवार को इस तरह के पर्सनल अटैक पर आप क्या कहेंगे? आप 82 साल के हो गए। Now I work more effectively. Whether 82 or 92.
While the meeting in Delhi was going on, Ajit Pawar camp also fired a salvo. They released a letter saying that this meeting has no impact. The decisions which will be taken in this meeting are not binding on any of the karyakartas of the NCP because as per them, Ajit Pawar is the new president of the party. He has stolen the party right under the feet and the nose of his uncle. They said that on 30th it was decided. Many, in fact, technical loopholes there as well. But my colleague Sohit caught up with Chhagan Bhujbal of the Ajit Pawar camp to understand till tomorrow why was it that they were calling Sharad Pawar their president and today he's persona non grata.
शपथ विधि के अगले दिन आप लोगों ने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस की, हम वहीं पर सह्याद्री में मौजूद थे। तब जब पूछा गया कि पार्टी का अध्यक्ष कौन, तब अजीत दादा ने ही कहा शरद पवार। लेकिन बाद में हमें पता चलता है कि 30 तारीख को ही शरद पवार जी को पार्टी के अध्यक्ष पद से निकालने का फैसला जो है लिया गया, चुनाव आयोग को भेजा गया। लेकिन इसके बावजूद कल भी जो बैठक हुई उसमें सबसे बड़ी तस्वीर उनकी ही थी। तो इसे किस तरह से समझा जाए?
2 सवाल पूछ रहे एक साथ। उस समय जो है शायद अजीत पवार चाहते थे कि सारे पत्ते जो है हम खोल ना दे। क्यों खोले? समय आने पर जो मालूम पड़ेगा सबको कि क्या हुआ है। और कल भी जो है मैंने खुद कहा था कि भाई ठीक है जो हुआ से हुआ, मगर आज भी हम पवार साहब की इज्जत करना चाहते हैं, उनको सम्मान देना चाहते हैं, इसलिए उनकी तस्वीर लगाओ। हमने लगाया और कल मेरे भाषण में भी हमने कहा कि वो हमारे गुरु है, नेता है, मगर जो उनके इर्द गिर्द जो लोग जमा हुए हैं जिनकी वजह से जो है कई सारे पहले भी घटनाएं घटी है, ये जो नहीं होनी थी। बीजेपी के साथ बार बार चर्चा करना जाने का तय होना और फिर पीछे हटना, क्या ये सब जो हुआ एक बार नहीं हुआ, कई बार हुआ, 2014 से यही जारी है हमारे साथ। फिर मैंने कहा कि ठीक है, जो है हम सब भूल कर आगे चलते हैं, अब करें, साहब का हम सम्मान रखें, अब क्या करें। साहब बोल रहे मेरा फोटो ने तस्वीर मत लगाओ, और जिनको कुछ मालूम नहीं कि 91 से छगन भुजबल कैसे उनके साथ खड़ा होकर लड़ रहा, कांग्रेस से निकाला गया, तब में कांग्रेस का विरोधी पक्ष नेता था, कांग्रेस के माध्यम से कांग्रेस वर्किंग कमेटी में मेंबर था, मैं पहला आदमी था कि मैं पवार साहब के जाऊंगा। मैंने कहा जैसे कि मेरे जो गवर्नमेंट का निवास था वहीं जो है इस पार्टी का जन्म हुआ। तो बात यह है कि तब से और इतना लड़ा उन सबके सामने में, जब विरोधी पार्टी है तो हमारा काम जो है लड़ना, पूरी ताकत से हम लड़े। हमने कई सारे लोगों को क्या कहे कि हमारे घर के ऊपर हमला हुआ, बाल बाल बचे, एक बार नहीं कई बार। हमारे भाषण से कई बार लोग हर्ट भी हुए, उसकी भुगतान भी हमको देनी पड़ी। हमने भुगती पार्टी के लिए करना था, क्योंकि जब तक वो करेंगे नहीं हमारी पार्टी आगे नहीं बढ़ेगी। हम गोल गोल बात नहीं करते रहे कभी।
My colleague Sohit Mishra, who has been tracking the latest developments, now joins us for the latest in both the Ajit Pawar and the Sharad Pawar camp. Listen in.
In fact, a letter was issued just before Sharad Pawar spoke to the media, and what Ajit Pawar has been saying that since he is the national president and he did not call any meeting, there is no value, or this meeting does not stand as the meeting of the NCP. And this is similar to, as I have been saying again and again, what happened with Shiv Sena. It is just a copy of that exact thing. However, even today there was a lot of leaders reached at his residence. Some are included in those 9 MLAs who are now part of the government. They have been discussing the way ahead, how to bring more MLAs. I spoke to some of them off record who are saying that they are confident that many other MLAs will join them. In fact, I also interviewed Chhagan Bhujbal some time back, where he also repeated the same thing when I asked him that you and others have been expelled, and he said no one can expel us because the leader of the party as well as the president is Ajit Pawar and not Sharad Pawar. So it seems like they will be using this very thing until and unless the Election Commission of India decides actually who the NCP belongs to. So yes, strategies are being made, but remember that after today's meeting in Delhi, Sharad Pawar will be back in Mumbai, and from tomorrow he will be touring the entire state of Maharashtra, starting from Junnar in Pune, and where he will be addressing the people is exactly the constituency of one of his closest aide at one time, and he will start it from there, the constituency of Dilip Valse Patil, who was once also his personal secretary, and later in the Mahavikas Aghadi government he was also the home minister. So someone who was very close to Sharad Pawar, but he also joined the other faction. So that is from where Sharad Pawar will begin his entire touring of the state.
You know, it's certainly not going to be an easy road for both the sides, the Ajit Pawar and the Sharad Pawar camp. The big problem for the Sharad Pawar camp, though, is going to be that at this moment, the anger, the sympathy that the old man of Maharashtra has, will that sustain for another year? Because elections, remember, for the assembly in Maharashtra are about 1 year away, and also about 6 months to go for the Lok Sabha elections. Will the anger sustain or will it dissipate? Because there is another group which is in the government. That's going to be a big question. All right, let's move on and give you another update, in fact, how the feud has reached the doors of the Election Commission. Today, an important petition and letter was shot off by the Sharad Pawar camp to the Election Commission, in which the Sharad Pawar has written to the Election Commission on Ajit Pawar's claims. In fact, Sharad Pawar Senior has said, Sharad Pawar has said that he was not informed about Ajit Pawar's plea, despite caveat being filed by him. Senior Pawar has also questioned the sequence of events regarding Ajit's plea. Sharad Pawar has also said, I request the Election Commission of India to clarify when Ajit's plea was filed, because this will become quite an important event as far as the decision of the Election Commission goes. My colleague Arvind Gunasekar joining us at this moment for more on this. Arvind, why is it important, And why is it that Mr. Sharad Pawar is asking and highlighting this? Who has filed the plea when? How does that become important in this battle for name and symbol?
Ankit, NCP chief, at least on record now, Sharad Pawar has written to the Election Commission on regarding the communication that has been sent by Ajit Pawar to Election Commission taking claim for the NCP party symbol. So in his communication, Sharad Pawar has questioned the date on which Ajit Pawar has filed this petition, because in this particular letter, according to Sharad Pawar, that he has got to know through media reports that Ajit Pawar has filed a petition taking claim for the NCP symbol. But what is important is here, right? Sharad Pawar has already filed a caveat in the Election Commission on July 3rd, wherein he has sought for the Election Commission not to take any communication from Ajit Pawar's camp on record, wherein he had also said if at all if there is any petition or any communication representation from Ajit Pawar camp, then he should be kept in the loop before the Election Commission takes any action on it. And that's where Sharad Pawar is telling the Election Commission that I have already filed the caveat on July 3rd, and if at all if Ajit Pawar has filed any petition on July 4th, even though it is dated June 30th, then the Election Commission should have served the copy to Sharad Pawar camp before taking it on record. And that's where he is asking for clarification. When did Ajit Pawar file this petition? Whether it's on June 30th or July 5th. If it is on July 5th, why didn't the Election Commission serve the copy to Sharad Pawar camp? Even if it was filed on June 30th, why didn't the Election Commission inform Sharad Pawar camp on July 3rd when they filed the caveat? These are the clarifications that Sharad Pawar is asking from the Election Commission. But like you mentioned, June 30th is a very important date, because according to Ajit Pawar, that he has been appointed as the NCP party president on June 30th itself, and he joined the government only on July 2nd. That means that not just a bunch of MLAs joined the Eknath Shinde government, but the NCP party itself joined the government.
Okay.
That seems to be the legal defense that Ajit Pawar is trying to draw in this case.
Arvind, thank you so much for that clarification. Very, very important on these dates and how this will play out. Because remember, as I've been saying, Election Commission took quite a long while before deciding on the symbol of the AIDMK. It's still the symbol fight between the LJP. They're also the uncle and the nephew fighting there, still pending with the Election Commission. But it just took about 3 months for the Election Commission to decide on the name and the symbol for the Shiv Sena, which went to Eknath Shinde. But what will be the parameters on which the Election Commission will decide? My colleague Megha earlier caught up with former Election Commissioner, Chief Election Commissioner S.Y. Qureshi. This is what he had to say.
Mr. Qureshi, you are saying the majority of the numbers, whichever side they are. So currently, we have a situation wherein both the factions are claiming that they are the original party. The symbol should go to them. They should be called the original NCP. So according to what you are explaining, sir, should it then be going to the Ajit Pawar faction, given the fact that they have more number of elected representatives? Is that what you're saying?
Well, till Election Commission comes to a conclusion, which faction is the party, the symbol is frozen, the name of the party is frozen, and they are both given. Suppose there is an election around the corner, in which case the party has to be given a name, party has to be given a symbol. So both the factions are given a temporary names for both of them with temporary symbols till the decision is finally taken. And once the final decision is taken in favor of any of the two groups, that becomes the party, and the symbol is returned to them, the name is returned to them.
In the end, ladies and gentlemen, like questions that we are grappling with, what will be the impact, the fallout of this? I'm sure there are a lot of NCP workers tonight and in the days to come, those who are also grappling with such questions. But I think the answer would be in 4 questions of the impact of this fight, of this split in the NCP, the impact it will have on the 2024 Assembly elections, and maybe possibly the Lok Sabha elections as well. So what are those questions that will possibly decide what happens as far as the fallout of the NCP is concerned? Number one, how will the split of the NCP, how is it going to impact? Sharad Pawar had stitched together, bringing the Congress and the Shiv Sena, Uddhav Thackeray faction together. Also, Will Sena and NCP split? Does it mean advantage to the Bharatiya Janata Party? Is it going to be as simple with 2 plus 2 is equal to be 4 for the BJP? Or is it a problem of plenty for the Bharatiya Janata Party and its allies? Number 3, in fact, Sharad Pawar, we've seen how he has been a key player in building opposition unity, not just in Maharashtra, but also nationally. With his party, with Sharad Pawar losing grip over his party, how is it going to impact his status is going to be an important aspect. And number 4, without who many people call the Chanakya, without important role being played by Sharad Pawar, will the opposition unity which many parties are seeking ahead of 2024 election, will it have any chance? That is going to be a big question ahead of 2024. That's all the time that we have in this edition of Breaking Views. Trust NDTV to get you the latest on this ongoing feud and also the big political stories as we count days to the Lok Sabha election 2024. Thank you so much. Good night.